Hey everybody, welcome back to Gaming with Knock. I'm Knock, your host. Well, the inaugural run of the clan games is just about to come to an end. It's just got about 2 minutes left. I don't know about you guys, but I had a ball. I dug in and I played this all day on Wednesday today. Well, I guess it's technically Thursday now. And I got to say, man, it was a blast. Taking a look at my games. I went through 20 of them, and I got 20 of them up to 500. The last few of them were Town Hall 6 games, and that was rough. I mean, that was definitely tough. The Town Hall 11s, the 9s, the 8s, the 7s, those were no problem at all. But man, those Town Hall 6 games, I put them off till the end, and I got into a run of nothing but builder-based challenges. And I don't have builder base up on any of those games. I've only got it on some of my 8, 9, and 11 because I don't have a Town Hall 10 right now. And it was just really rough not having anything else that I could use to either trash or do one of the different challenges. And the challenges change over time as well. I mean, the ones that are up here right now, this was nothing compared to what was up when I finished about an hour and a half or 2 hours ago. Still a couple things on here that, Town Hall 6s can't do. But most of them, are things that you could do at a Town Hall 6. Especially if you had the builder base. I mean, you'd be able to do things like the versus battles, win 4 or win 5 or get 300% or whatever it was. I thought it might be neat to kind of start off with the cutover as this finishes up with its last few seconds just to see what happens. Got all the rewards marked off, so should be getting all 4 of those tiers with just 15 seconds to go. Oh no, it's 13 seconds. Hopefully everybody really did have a good time though. I think the team at Supercell really knocked it out the park with this one. It was a blast. It was a really good time doing all these little challenges. Oh, check that out. And now I can choose rewards. The challenges and clan tabs have been disabled. Well, obviously, I'm going to go with the potions. There should be no doubt about that. I don't know what do I want off the 4th tier. I don't really need any of that. I guess we'll go with, let's go with everything on the top. We'll get the gold. Add to clan castle. Boom, look at that. Summary, clan score 10-1, your score 500. Now everything should be on my clan castle. One of the guys who viewed the video mentioned that you can see all of the magic items in the clan castle. And he was right. If you tap on them, you'll be able to see each one of them. Everything that's in there, as well as the ones that I just got. You can carry 5 for these potions, which is nice. What do you get when you sell them? Oh, not bad. You get 25 gems. That's cool. It looks like it's 25 gems all the way across. Nice. And then to use them, you just tap use and they become effective. So that's kind of cool. That's not bad. And the caravan is broken back down again and just got the packed up version of it. So that's pretty cool. So, my observations of this first run of the clan games. What did I think about it? Well, like I already said a couple times, I did have a really good time, and there's nothing that should take away from that. It was fun. I think there's some tweaking that Supercell's going to need to do with this. I hope they do some tweaking with it at least. I mean, first and foremost, only having 2 days was just not enough. We definitely need 3 or 4 days for that. And, starting them in the middle of the night for North America kind of put us at a bit of a deficit there. I guess our cousins overseas were able to get in a little bit quicker and do more because it started more around their morning time. But it basically took me a full day to run through 20 of my games. And I realize that this is meant for clans with more than one person, don't get me wrong. But seeing the amount of time that some of these challenges took, some of the longer ones took a really, really long time to complete. And I can't imagine that the more casual players aren't going to say, wow, this is taking too much time. Town Hall 6, of course, very difficult to play if you're a Town Hall 6 player because many of the challenges, most of the challenges, were beyond what a Town Hall 6 could actually do. I mean, you don't have lava hounds, you don't have any of the higher end troops. You certainly can't go up against things like hidden infernos and expos and things like that. It doesn't make sense to show these challenges to players that simply cannot do anything with them. So hopefully Supercell will do something to break that. Likewise, any of these challenges that require more than 3 attacks, they really, it's just too much. I would like to see those either get a lot more points to them, or maybe maybe not be in there at all. To be perfectly honest. Oh, let's get a replay going. Let's go ahead and show this one. Why not? What else I think about it? I would like to have seen lower costs on the trash and gem. You hit a trash and you get increments of 10 minutes, starting with 10, for how long it takes for the cooldown timer on it. And that's not so bad, except for the fact if you want to gem it, the cost is also in increments of 10 until you get up to 60, up to an hour, and then the increments are a little bit lower. not very not very fond of that because I had to do a lot of trashing for my lower level games, my Town Hall 6 games, and even some on the Town Hall 7 games. So I could see how that would be a problem for some lower level players. The the challenges, they change on their own as well, and of course you can just wait for the cooldown, but they don't change frequently enough to make it really work out. There's also a couple of bugs. I was kind of surprised more than once something didn't count. I was doing what was it? I think it was destroy 4 air sweepers was the challenge. And as I was doing this, my first one, I just sniped an air sweeper. It was right on the edge, so I sniped it and got out. Then I went in and had a 3-star, and then I had a 2-star, and then I looked at it and I only had 2 out of 4. And that wasn't the first time that happened. So something went wrong there. I'm not quite sure what. That kind of surprised me a little bit. Some of those more complex challenges, like I said, took a lot longer to do, but also the amount of time waiting for my heroes to regenerate, the amount of time waiting on the troops to cook, that was painful. And again, I'm worried about what this is going to mean for the more casual players, because if you've only got, say, an hour or 3 hours or 4 hours to complete a challenge, and it's during the workday, or maybe you like to go and check your game every couple 3 hours or something like that, I can see how that's going to be a problem, and you're not going to be too thrilled about these timed events. So it does kind of tie you to the screen a little bit more. And I went through and ran them in kind of a mixed up order, just shuffling things around a little bit. And I still ran into those kinds of timing issues. So, next time around I'll do it a little bit different. I'll run them in parallel just to see if, by running 3 or 4 of them at once, if it doesn't work out a little bit better. However, some of the reports that I've heard from other people and some of the stuff on the forums, it suggests this was pretty much successful, though. A lot of old-time players came back and played it again and kind of rejoined the clan for at least this run of events. I was talking with somebody who was saying that there were people that she hadn't seen on the clan for a long time, and boom, here they are, and they're one of the first ones to jump in and get those 500 points. So that's good, and there were a lot of stories like that about people who had not been active and had just come back. So it was nice to hear that. It seems like a lot of people came back for this. Between this, the builder base, some of the recent changes they made to the game as far as leveling things, balancing things a little bit here and there. The general reports that I've seen about Town Hall 10 and 11 being a little bit more offensive, easy, to where you're not struggling as much against the defense. So it seems to be a little bit better balance there. Still on the fence about the Infernos, but I think all in all, we're seeing some nice improvements out of this December update. But as always, the proof is in the tasting of the pudding, and we still have a little bit of tasting to do to find out whether this long term fits the bill and gets us where we want to be. But it's a good start, and I'm hoping that a lot of other people see it that way as well. But I'll go ahead and cut this one at that point. I want to thank you all for hanging around to the end of it. If you got questions or comments, top them down below, and I will endeavor to respond back to you as quickly as I can. Thanks a lot. Keep on clashing.